Hi, James at CG Cars here with a walk around video of our 2013 Kia Soul. So this is a Kia Soul Inferno, which is a factory special edition, hence the special wheels and the sort of flame logos down the side. They're pretty rare special edition on these, and they did come fully loaded, so I'll go through the spec with it in a bit. But 2013 with only 51,000 miles on it. It's only had one previous keeper, and the most recent keeper did very little miles on it at all. We'll cover that later on. It was garaged. I did buy this car locally, private. It's a known car to me, and it was garaged all the time, so it is in very good condition. And we'll go through the bodywork in detail. But being a Inferno, you've got things like the gloss front grille, the chrome finisher on the grille there, the gloss around the lower driving lights. You've got these special sort of cloverleaf alloys on it, gloss black wing mirrors, chrome trim, chrome door handles. Obviously the graphics down the sides. It is keyless entry, so you, with the key in your pocket, you literally just put your finger over the button there and you'll be able to open the doors, just like that. So yeah, chrome finishing around the rear as well, around the rear lights. Gloss finish around the rear bumper there. As I say, it's called the Inferno, this model. It's a CRDI, so 1.6 diesel, which is a chain driven diesel, so there's no cam belts to worry about on these. The chain is the life of the engine, and obviously at 50,000 miles it's got plenty more life left in it yet. So yeah, really good looking. Going around it in detail, down the side of the car, there's no dings really to speak of at all, probably due to them being kept in the garage. There's no car park dings that I can see, or they're obvious to the eye. All the graphics are in good condition. The chrome trim is in good condition, chrome door handle. The wing mirrors are free of any big scuffs or anything like that. All the gloss finishes up the side are in good condition. So it's all good there. Rear bumper corners, where you might expect it to get knocked, are all in good condition, but may well be because we've got parking sensors. So rear corner of this bumper in good condition as well. No scrapes to talk of. The rear boot lid is free of dents. All the paint has got a really good gloss to it, as you can probably see on camera. All the chrome finishes are good there. No peeling of the chrome or anything like that. Down this side of the car, again, absolutely car park dent free by the looks of it. All in really good condition. Again, all the chrome door handles are good. This also has tinted rear glass from factory as part of the special edition. Coming round to the front wings and the bumper, the front wings are free of any scraping or damage. Bumper corners are free of any damage. Within the line of sight, I think there may be a little bit of scraping if you were to get underneath, so it's a little bit of marking there underneath, where obviously the edge is, you know, it's natural that's going to get caught on a curb or two, but it's not within the line of sight when you're looking at the outside of the vehicle, so probably being a little bit picky there. Alloy wheels are in good condition, they're not curbed. They do have a diamond cut finish to them, and it's very common for the lacquer to start coming away slightly on that, but doesn't ruin the overall look really. They would need to be diamond cut finished if you wanted them to be done. That's why you see a lot of these special editions where they're painted completely black. But we think that takes away from the look. That's not how they're supposed to be special edition wise. And obviously this has been on the road for a little while now, so it's to be expected for a little bit of lack appeal on it. But if you absolutely wanted to, a local wheel place may well be able to do the finishing on those. But like I say, they look really good as they are, to be honest. Tyres, you've got loads of tread on the tyre there. Loads of tread on the tyre here, and we're good all round. There were no advisories on the MOT, so the recent MOT was advisory free. Loads of tread there, and on the front one, loads of tread too. So it was an advisory free MOT. There's nothing listed as due coming up soon or to monitor. So yeah, completely advisory free MOT. The roof is in good condition. No marking up there really, or dents. Rails are in good condition. So overall, for its age, 2013, my personal opinion of seeing vehicles, I should say it was very good condition. It's the kind of condition I'd expect to see a 4 or 5 year old car in. It really is in good condition, as I said, and hopefully you can see on camera it's got a really good gloss to it. Now I'm pleased to say the interior is in the same sort of condition. Just to check, I did cover that it has got front and rear parking sensors, by the way, not just rear. The interior is in excellent condition also. We may struggle for light slightly, but it's all black. But we have black leather interior with the Soul logo in there. All the leather in it is in really good condition. There's no rips or tears. The carpets are in good condition even underneath the mats. There's no holes being hidden by the carpets. They're all in excellent condition. Front and rear. We do have mats in the rear as well, and again underneath the carpets it's in excellent condition. The rear leather is, I don't think it's been sat in, to be honest. It all looks brand new. All the white stitching is as new, hasn't coloured or anything like that. The leather is in fantastic condition. Nothing to note there at all. We have all round electric windows. So again, the Inferno came with the red trim here. Going to the rear, other side of the car we'll go to first. So you can see from both sides again, nothing to note on the interior trim in terms of damage at all. Same with the front seat. If I was very picky, there's some very light scratching to the plastic here in the centre console, but other than that it's as new inside. We'll go through all the features in a moment. We'll just check the boot out. Small amount of lack appeal on the Kia Badger, very common with all Kias, you'll see. Nothing major at all. So we've got a cover which can be removed. Then we have a rubber liner which the previous owners bought. Underneath that we've got the actual boot floor, which is in fantastic condition, no marking there. Then we've got this little cubby hole area here, and underneath that is a proper space saver wheel with all its tools. Everything is there as it should be. The seats fold flat in a 60-40 split, so they're level with the boot floor, as you can see there. And if you're taking animals or other stuff out and about, put some rubber matting over the top here and you've got a little van on the go and you can protect it that way. So as said, the interior is as new throughout, like I say, apart from some minor marking in this centre cubby hole where things are put. So we'll go through the list of features on the car. So all round electric windows, electric mirrors with folding. The seats are height adjustable as well as rake back and forth. Inside on the steering wheel we have cruise control, we have stereo controls, Bluetooth for your mobile phone. It's push to start because it's keyless entry. You can leave the key down here or have it in your pocket and it's push to start. You do need to have your foot on the clutch on Kias, and then push to start. If you don't want to start the vehicle, you just want to start the items up on the dashboard or so forth, you can do that without your foot on the clutch and it will all come up. You need to have your foot on the clutch to start the vehicle. So we'll run that in a moment. So we have, excuse the boinging, it's telling me that I've still got the key available. I'll do that just to get rid of that actually. So we have a CD radio, like I say, with Bluetooth, so you can play the music from your phone via Bluetooth, or you can plug it in via auxiliary input or via USB. I do have an Apple adapter for this as well, I believe. We've got air conditioning. So yeah, absolutely fully loaded trip computer and heated seats. So this is a top of the range model with the Inferno with all the features. We've got 3 speakers up front. Door speakers. We do have a mood control for the colour on the speakers. There is colour behind the speakers that will flash. Having driven the vehicle, I could drive all of them. I note the driver's one doesn't do it, but the passenger one does. but to be honest, I turned it off because it is a little bit distracting, because it's only really noticeable in the dark when you're driving, with it flashing in time to the music and with it out the corner of your eye. Actually, it's rather distracting, so it may well be actually from factory they didn't do it on the drivers. I'm not entirely sure, but that control is there. Might entertain the kids for a minute or two. So absolutely fully loaded, 6-speed gearbox, so you get great economy from it. Really torquey little engine. We'll have a look at the engine. You've got chrome finish floor mats. Again, the floor in here, even in the driver's side, there's no wear to the carpet underneath. It's all in excellent, you know, you can't see in that light. It's all in excellent condition. We'll have a look at the engine bay. So this is a 1.6 diesel, and it is a chain driven engine. Now by that it means most cars, or a lot of cars, excuse me for one moment when I put the thing up. A lot of cars are driven by a rubber belt drives the engine, which can wear and crack over time, and it needs replacing every few years at quite an expense. A chain driven engine means that that rubber belt is replaced with a chain instead, a metal chain, and that is the life of the engine. It doesn't need replacing unless there is some problem with the engine. So this is chain driven. It's got a really good service history. We'll go through that in a moment. The chains obviously are in oil, so frequent oil changes are recommended. We've just done a service on this, so it's had oil filter and fresh air filter, so it won't need to be serviced again for another year, and we've written that in the book as well. So the service is all done. The coolant is at the right level, the washer fluid has been topped up, and the battery's strong. It's been starting no problems at all. So really nice simple engine. Servicing costs are incredibly low because you're not going to have the cam belt done at any point, so your servicing costs are really low. Having been underneath and serviced the vehicle, there's no leaks on the engine anywhere, between the engine and the gearbox or on the bottom of the engine, so that's all good underneath as well. Even underneath the engine bay here is all in really good condition. So in terms of paperwork, we have the owner's manual, which I think is probably beneficial with this car with so many toys. We have the logbook, which has had one previous owner. We have the last MOT, which runs out on the 11th of the 1st, 2023, and that was advisory free. There's no advisories listed for anything to be done at 51,000 miles. Do have a couple of old MOTs there as well. We've got a couple of service receipts. It came with no more than that, but I rang Barnstable, our local Kia dealership, who was the supply and dealer for this vehicle. So, County Barnstable, the supply and dealer, gave them a ring, spoke to the service department there, and they were able to give me all the information on the servicing of the vehicle. I'm pleased to say it was quite extensive. So it was serviced a year old at 8,718 miles. So I've started a new book and written them in, and this can be confirmed with the county Kia if necessary. A year later, it was serviced at 11,000 miles. A year later, serviced at 24. A year later, serviced at 32,000 miles. So the mileage is tying up. 2018, it was serviced at 42,000 miles. Then the current owners took over the vehicle. They got it at 49,000 miles. It was serviced in 2019, serviced locally. It only actually did very little miles. It was about 2,000 miles in a year after that. So the servicing, this is when they picked the vehicle the first time. So they did their first service in 2018 was 42,000 miles, and then 49,000 miles. But then most recently the mileage has dropped due to ill health. They haven't been driving the vehicle, which is hence why I got the vehicle. Simply due to ill health, the vehicle's not been driven. So that's the service that we've just done in the vehicle. So very comprehensive service history. It's had the servicing it should have. So now we will give the vehicle a start so you can have a listen. So in the vehicle, as I said, it's keyless, so the key is in my pocket. I don't need to put it into the car anywhere. If I've got my foot on the clutch, so it will immediately start this time rather than just showing me the dials. And we see with the car started, there's no warning lights whatsoever other than the fact I haven't got my seatbelt on. It fires into life straight away and hums along nicely. We'll just nip outside and have a little listen to it outside. And that's exactly how you want your 1.6 diesel to sound. On the move, it's very well insulated from the cabin. It's actually very quiet, as you can hear if we get back in the vehicle. And with all vehicles, before we expend anything on them at all, we take them for an extensive test drive, and I can categorically say this drives absolutely beautifully with no problems at all. The clutch is nicely within the middle where it should be. It goes through the gears absolutely fine. There's no knocks or bangs from suspension. And as per the MOT, it was advisory free, and I can confirm that there is nothing that we feel needed to be done at all. It really drives absolutely perfectly. We do have 2 keys for the vehicle as well. Both keyless, and that buzzing is to tell you you've still got the key in your pocket, just so you know as you go away, and obviously you can remotely lock it as normal. So overall, fantastic condition car, really fantastic condition. As a limited edition, it's really good looking vehicle too, and just what you want: low owner with low mileage and good service history. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. We hope to see you soon.